Hi, in this video, I'm going to get into the nuts and bolts of a revolutionary company called My Premier Business Today. Do yourself a favor, watch this till the very end. I've never seen anything like this. If you want to make some insane amounts of money with little risk for doing the same things you're already doing, keep watching. You'll be glad you did. In MPB Today, it's rather quite simple. You can join for free as a customer and just order the products, or you can become an affiliate and join for $210 one time. And what do you get for that $210? You get a $10 replicated website and $200 worth of groceries or an all-natural weight loss product. Let's talk about the groceries. At this point, if you wanted to just get online, order the groceries, and pay for the shipping, that would be a possibility. But let's talk about the business end of it. If you wanted to, you could actually go out, and they have a program where if you go and get two people who go and get two people, or you get all six, or any other version thereof, all you have to do is fill that six-man little matrix, and once you do, the company rewards you, and you cycle. What do you get when you cycle? Well, you get paid $500 from the company, and at this point, now there's an option. You can either have them pay for the shipping on their dime, or you can trade it in for a $200 gift card to be used at a couple of the largest retail stores around. It can be used on anything in the store, such as groceries, clothing, pharmaceutical needs, oil changes, toys, camping gear, gas outside at the pumps, anything online, and many other areas can you spend this $200 in. So you cycle. Now what? Well, the company takes 200 of the 500 that you just earned and gives you another batch of groceries. So the bottom line is, after you cycle, you have $300 sitting in your pocket, $200 in a gift card form, and $200 worth of new groceries, and you do it all over again. Now don't get confused. When you cycle and move on to your cycle number 2, you're not floating in outer space somewhere. You're actually under your sponsor. The rule is, every time you cycle, you follow your sponsor. I just didn't put it in this example. I'm a visual type person, so let's give you an example. Let's say you go out and you go get Bob and Mary, and they go out and they get a couple people. So by doing so, you just filled up that six-man matrix and cycled. The computer automatically puts you in another matrix, your second one. Well, what happens when Bob and Mary go and get their people? Well, they cycle. Do you remember the rule about how you always follow your sponsor from matrix to matrix? So Bob would go over here, and after Mary cycled, she'd go over here and fill up your second matrix. They also have their people who are following them, and that's how it all works. You just keep moving from matrix to matrix, and that's why I say, if you get a couple barn burners, they in theory could keep following you, and you could keep cycling over and over and over again. There are no limits. There are people cycling monthly, weekly, daily, multiple times a day. It really is up to you. The sky really is the limit. The examples I've given you are examples from a perfect world, but let's look at how it works here on planet Earth. So here's my brother who introduced me to MPB Today. Here I am. Now let's say my brother brings in his wife over here. Then they go on vacation, so he nor his wife do anything. They're not really being barn burners, if you know what I mean. But I am. I go out and do it. Remember, he only needs 2 people to qualify, which he's done. He's gotten me and his wife. So even though he's on vacation and not doing this, I am. So let's say I go out and cycle, meaning I fill up my 6-man matrix. Now what? Well, I get my $300 and $200 card, but do I have to wait around for my brother to get back from vacation and start his second matrix? Nope. The computer says Terry needs to follow his brother. So the computer looks to see what matrix my brother is currently working on. Well, he's still working on his first. So the computer puts me in that spot under my brother's wife, following the rule that says you follow your sponsor. So I go and I start on my second matrix. Once I get that done, I get another 300 plus the gift card and follow my sponsor once again. And guess what? This time when I come in, I just helped him fill his 6th spot in his matrix, and since he has 2 personally sponsored, he qualifies, and he just cycled while on vacation. Now, sitting around, going on vacation, and not working this is probably not what you want to do, because look, I made 3 times the money in this example than my brother. Another cool feature is the fact that we both help each other make money. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of those old marketing plans where when you're stuck under your sponsor, you make him money, he makes you none. With this matrix, it's cool because you keep moving from one matrix to the other and the order keeps changing. In this example, I was personally responsible for filling 5 of my brother's 6 spots. So let's take this example further. After my 3rd cycle, I would follow my brother into his 2nd matrix, my 4th by the way, and let's say I go on vacation. It's my turn, and so does everyone else that I just brought in. But my brother comes back, sees the check in the mail, says, wow, I got to get on this, and this week while I'm on vacation, he brings in 5 people, thus cycling him for the 2nd time. But look how cool this is. I get back off vacation, I say, hey, thanks, bro, because I've got 1/3 of my matrix already filled. Every day I love this marketing plan more and more. I've been around and I've seen a lot of compensation plans, and this one is revolutionary and blows everything else out of the water. In theory, you can bring in 2 people and keep cycling over and over and over again. But my advice is don't just get 2 and sit around, because what if you had 10, 20, or 100 personally sponsored and they kept following you through matrix to matrix to matrix? How many times would you cycle per week if you had an army like that following you? Here's a quick example. In this example, you are the red dot. Now notice, in this example, you've already cycled 5 times and you're on your 6th matrix. The yellow in this example stands for you're personally sponsored. So you have 13 people that you've brought in that are following you. The green in this example is either overflow from someone above, or the person that you brought in someone. So here you are on your 6th matrix. Let's say this week you couldn't find anybody. But look, it doesn't mean you might not cycle. You have 13 people that it's just a matter of time before some of these people cycle their little 6 matrix and follow you. Pretend that they get their 6 and now they come over here to follow you. And then this guy comes over here to follow you. And then this guy. And it just keeps like that. Whoever gets cycled just keeps following you, and it's first come, first served basis. So in this example, the first 2 people that cycled already have overflow. They got 1/3 of their matrix done already because other people followed you. So you now cycled your 6th time. So now what do? Well, you go on to number 7, and it just keeps happening the same way. This person cycles, comes follow you, this person cycles, this person, and then this person brings in a friend, so that's why that's green. This person brings in a friend, and maybe you finally go, hey, I've got another buddy I'm going to bring in. So you bring in another personal, which would make your little army that's going to be following you for life move up to 14. If you're not grabbing your credit card right now, I'm telling you, go back and watch this video again. Watch it 3 or 4 times. Watch it as many times until you see why I'm so excited, until you see the vision of this thing. Here's another cool thing to this system. Let's say here you are, you get in, but before you can actually get your 2, your sponsor keeps bringing people in, and they keep bringing people in, and eventually, hey, look, you just filled up your first matrix. Well, where do you go? I mean, you didn't bring in 2 personals, so now what? Well, the computer automatically moves you over into your sponsor's 2nd matrix. You just don't get paid on that first matrix because you don't have your personally 2 qualified. But let's say your sponsor keeps going nuts, and then all of a sudden you finally get your last 2. So now you've got your 2 personal sponsors. So now you're qualified. But here's the cool part. Not only do you get the money and the gift card or the groceries for the 2nd matrix at this point, you also get it for the 1st. That's right, they bank it until you catch up. Now that's pretty cool in my book. In closing, let's take a look at some different scenarios. Your worst case, well, you get in after a few months, you're like, well, I haven't really talked about this to anyone, but hey, don't I have some groceries sitting around? So you get on the website and you order your $200 that you bought worth of groceries, and they ship it to your doorstep, and you have to pay for shipping. Not a bad worst case scenario. But let's take a look at some different scenarios. As I put these scenarios on the screen, remind yourself there is no monthly fee. So even if it took you a year to finally cycle, you're still up a few $100s, and it's a nice little Christmas gift. But look, the sky is the limit for all you entrepreneur-minded people. This company truly is about teamwork, but it's hard to hit the home run if you're sitting in the stands. So if you want to step up to the plate, put 200 down and see where it goes, I would love to have you on the team. I provide websites and training for everyone on my team. I want to thank you for your time, and if you're not an MPB, I hope to see you on the team soon. God bless the